Today I'll be doing a review on the 2022 Kia Sportage SX model. This is a 6-speed automatic turbocharged all-wheel drive, 2-liter 4-cylinder compact SUV. It has 237 horsepower with 260 pound-feet of torque. Hello again. Today I have a 2022 Kia Sportage, the SX version. This is a very nice vehicle, very nice SUV. This model has everything you can get on one of these vehicles here. But I like the way it looks. Looks real sharp. Let's start with the front. On the front here, you've got your turn signals here, and you've got your daytime running lights over here and over there. And of course, these are LED lights. And then you've got your grille. This is interesting, and I like how this grille is just a little bit designed differently. It's not all the same size. It changes in shape, so that's pretty cool about it. Now below, we have the fog lights, which are down here. They're separated. I hadn't seen fog lights that look exactly like that, so I'll give them credit for being different on that. On the hood here, it's not totally flat. It's got a couple of humps on it, which makes it, gives it a little style. And if we come around here to the side, we have these are 19-inch wheels, alloy wheels. I do like the wheels. I like that design on them. Looks real sharp. Real sharp. And this is an all-wheel drive vehicle, so you can drive it during winter and all types of weather. Turn a signal here on the outside mirror. And also, this has blind spot monitoring, which is really handy, a nice safety feature. I don't know if you can see those two little cars on there. Just got that. And coming to the door, on the driver's side here, if you have your key fob on you, all you have to do is push this button to lock and unlock. And when you do that, when you lock it, you notice the mirror, they turn inward. And you can turn that off if you don't want that feature. So let's unlock, and it goes back out. And then if we lock it again, they go back inward. And let's see, let's go around to the back here. In the back, it looks fine, no big deal. The turn signals are actually down low here. I was thinking they were going to be up high, but this is the brake light, all this here. And the turn signal and flashers are down on the lower corners. And it's got the SX logo there, and the TGDI is the type of engine that it has. Now this vehicle down below, it has dual exhaust, which I like. Now, we're going to go actually start on the inside here. Let's see, so we're going to open this up. Actually, before I forget, on the key fob, I'll show you what that looks like. I hadn't seen a key fob like this before, so that's different. Of course, you've got lock, unlock. You can open up the hatch with it. You can find your vehicle by using the button there. And of course, there's a real key inside. You can slide out. So as long as you have your key fob on you, You can open the door, you can lock the door without having it in your hand, as long as it's in your pocket. Alright, starting with the door. Now this is a combination of soft material. This actually is, this plastic or this rubber is not too soft, but it's not overly hard either. And then when you come to the armrest, that's padded very well. You've got the piano black on this side over here. And this material, that's hard right there. And of course you have a pocket for your water bottle and some other things you may want to put in there. And this vehicle, I think this model has 8 speakers in here. I think the standard one has 6, and this model has 8 speakers. And it has a premium sound system, which is the Harman Kardon, which I've never heard of. And it sounds pretty decent. Coming over here, this version has a 10-way power seat. I think the lower model has a 6-way power seat, and the seats, they sit very well, I'm happy to say. And of course you can control just everything you need to do with the seats, so that's very nice. And it has a lumbar support as well. And speaking of the seats, these are heated seats, and there are ventilated seats as well. So it's nice. I did try the cooling feature, and it feels very well. I was pleased with that. And I have to say, I had never driven a Kia before. Never had driven a Kia, and I was very impressed. And coming on the inside, I'm gonna start this so I can turn this wheel around here. But this version is a push start, so you just put your foot on the brake and you press the start button. Okay, starting with the door here, it is a automatic down and automatic up for the driver only. The other ones you have to hold to let those down. And the standard features: lock, unlock, control your outside mirrors from this as well. And on this button here, you can control, that's the button you can control if you want your mirrors to go inward when you turn the car off, or if you lock it or not. Here you've got the feature where you can control how bright your dome is on your tachometer features. So you've got blind spot monitoring to turn on or turn off, lane assist to turn on or turn off. The button over here, if you hold that, you can open up the back, the hatch. You can open that up. You don't have to hold it all the way. Just hold it for a few seconds and it comes on. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. And then you just push it once and it will close. Oh, you have to hold it. Yeah. Gotta hold it until it beeps. And then it shuts. And while I'm actually looking around here, I find that looking out of this SUV, the view is pretty good. You know, with the pillars, I don't find them being too thick, or I can't see out whether it's in the front or in the back. There is a, you know, on the quarter panel back there, you know, there's an area where you can't see. But while I was driving, I didn't find it to be a problem, especially because the window in the back, it goes back so far, as you can see right there. And then on the rear view window, I have no problem with it at all. Okay, coming back to the front here, you have a leather wrapped steering wheel, and this is tilt and telescoping that's on here. And let's see, I don't know if that shows up. And of course you just lock it with this switch right there. Well, and it actually is a heated steering wheel as well, and I'll show you the button for that. But on the left side of the steering wheel, you have voice commands up here. You want to make a phone call, you use that button there, and of course to hang it up. And it's interesting, this vehicle, it's got, if you're in the mood to have some calming features or hear certain things, you can do that. I've never seen that before. But you push mode, and you can see on the little screen up above, well, it said sounds of nature. Let me push it again. Well, you keep pushing it, it will go between FM, Sirius radio, and sounds of nature. So I'm going to come over here and see if I can get this screen. Okay, there it is. Let's see if I push that. Okay, it gets larger. So if you're, let me turn this up. So if you want to hear the different sounds, and then you use this screen to go to a different environment. Calm sea waves, it says. A rainy day. Open air cafe. I don't know why anyone would want to listen to that, but maybe just I don't know. Let's go to the next one. Warm fireplace. Snowy village. So it sounds like it's making sounds as if someone's walking in the snow. That's interesting. And then if you come back over here and push mode again, this will switch to the regular radio. I'm going to push it again. That's AM. The other one was FM. And back to Sirius XM. Okay, and just on the steering wheel, I find it just fine. No complaints on it at all. I like this aluminum chrome, brush chrome feature here that looks sharp. It's got the SX model on here, and it's flat at the bottom, and it's round on the other places. Okay, on the right side of the steering wheel, you have a cruise control, to cancel it, and you have these pages here which control the little screen in front of you there. So if you push that, let's see, there you go. If you push that, you can see you've got your compass to know which direction you're going. You can keep it on the lane keeping assist, and it works pretty well too, I've discovered. If you're driving and and it's on, and you go in the wrong lane, it will tug at the steering wheel. And of course, you've got other features you can manipulate that's on here. You can control several things here. The other thing that this vehicle has that I didn't mention is the forward collision avoidance assistance. It does have that, and you can see that on the little screen there in front of us. Let me see if I can scroll down if it has the rear. Yeah, it's got the rear cross traffic collision as well. So it gives you a warning of that. So it has it's equipped with a lot of things, and that's great. So blind spot collision, rear cross, forward collision warning, and avoidance, and it's got all that. All right, and then this does have paddles shifters on the vehicle. And I'm going to experiment with that and see how that goes. I'd rather have a stick shift personally than paddle shifters, but everybody's different. Okay, and I believe this is an 8-inch screen, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. You can see everything. And speaking of the screen, I'm going to do this before I forget, but it does have a backup camera, and it's got it where move the lines so it helps you with your parking. So I do like that it has that. Okay, I'm gonna go to the rear view mirror here for a second. This vehicle comes with a 1-year subscription of UVO services, which is right there. I hope this is coming across because it's very dark in here and it's very sunny on the outside. And so, of course, if you have an emergency, you know, you push this button here. If you want to talk to UVO, you push that button. The rear view mirror also has a compass, which is over there. And if you want it off, you push this power button here and turn it off. Or you can keep it on. On the right side of the rear view mirror, you can program that with your garage door opener. So that's nice. So instead of getting out your garage door opener, you just program it and just push the button on the rear view mirror and you're all set. Further up here, you have lights for the driver's side or the passenger side. And I think if you can push this one, have them both come on at the same time. Yep. And here is where you put your sunglasses. My good friend has her sunglasses there already. Now, this vehicle has a moonroof that goes back all the way to the passengers, which is really nice. So what you do, you just push this once, and it goes back. And I'll sit in the back so you can see what that looks like. Actually, let's do that. Yep. The open air part, it stops at the front seat area, but you can see through the ceiling from the back seat, and it's a little bit more tinted back here than it would be up there. But I suppose that once this glass is closed, it would be the same as it would be in the front seat. But it's nice, very nice. And I don't know the size of that. I'll have to look that. Okay, and to close it, you just push that forward, and the glass slides up, and then the cover slides up. And with that, of course, you can have it where you can expose the sunlight, and you can have it tilted upward where not all the light comes, some air comes in, or not at all. So there's that. And when we come down further, of course, you can control your radio, your media, seeking stations and things like that. And you can control your navigation. You can put it on maps. It tells you where you are. And then if you want it on navigation, you push that button and you just type where you want to go. And just push the search bar, and I'm going to say Costco. And then you hit OK. And then it gives you options. And you just choose the one you want. I'm going to choose one way far away, just for the heck of it. And, yep, there you go. Go back to home. Okay, and then of course you can control the speed of your fan and your climate and things like that. You've got the defroster for the front or the rear. And then when you come down here, I mentioned this before, this vehicle has heated seats and ventilated seats, and it works pretty well. And of course it has 3 bars, so if you don't want it as cool, you can control that 1, 2, or 3. So this one's a ventilated, oops, this one's a ventilated seat and this one's a heated seat. Same concept. And it has it for the passenger, I'm sorry, the driver and the passenger. And it has a heated steering wheel as well. Below that, it has a 12 volt, has two of them, and a USB port as well. And then that area there, you can charge your phone. I think my phone is not, I have an Android, and I think my type of phone, it didn't seem to charge my phone, but this is a phone charger. You set your phone on that, and it will charge it. As long as you don't have a thick case. If you have it in a thick case, you're going to have to take it out. Again, my phone, I don't think is compatible with this car. Alright. Okay, coming further down, you have a leather wrap shifter here. And if you just push the button, slide it in drive. Or if you want to drive in manual mode, you slide it over to the left. And you can control up or down the gears that way. And of course you can see it on the screen. Let's see if I can show you. Let's see. Yeah. Now it probably won't go past 2 because I'm not really going anywhere, but I'm sure it will go up to at least 4, I imagine. And you can just push it back over and slide it up when you're done. Now the other thing, if when you want to, this vehicle does have, I mentioned before, paddle shifter. So same thing, you pull it down to drive, slide it over, and then you use your paddle shifters on the right and the left of the steering wheel. And same thing, you'll see that number change. Coming further down, you have your drive mode, which is regular, economical, or sport. And sport, I tried that out. It works really, really well. You can really tell the difference. But basically, you just push that and look at the screen in front of you here, and it's in sport mode, it's in normal, and eco mode to try to save some gas. This vehicle is not very thrifty. It gets about 20 miles per gallon combined. And I know it's 19 in the city, and it may, I don't know if it's 30 on the highway or 35 on the highway, but the average is about 20, and I'll verify that number as well. Okay, and the next button here is regarding the all-wheel drive. You can put it in lock. If you're going to be going over sandy or muddy roads, you can put the all-wheel drive in lock, and it knows how to drive in that type of condition. So you push that, and you notice that you have all-wheel drive is on lock. A little sign will flash, and you have a permanent red light that tells you it's in lock. And so if you push it again, you take it out of lock, and it goes away. And of course, you have your downhill assist feature. If you're going down an extremely steep hill, you can push that button there. This is your emergency brake. And if you lift that up, and emergency brake is on. When you want it to go out, just put your foot on the brake, and you push down on that, and it goes out. Oh, and I believe also if you put it in gear, let's try that. Let's see if I put it in gear, if it goes out. Yeah, it goes out that way as well. All right, and you've got your auto hold over here, and of course this little symbol tells you that it's in park. 2 cup holders in the front. It does have these grips on the side, which I like. So if your cup is not that large, it will help hold it in place. So that's great. Okay. So when we come back further, you have an area, a small area. You can put a phone there or some coins. You have your armrest up here. I want to say I do like the contrast stitching, which is on the armrest. Also, just all around the car in general. It's up here as well. And actually, well, I'm sorry, going back here, if you lift this up, you know, you got an area here that's you can put some doodads in, and it's pretty deep. You can put quite a few things in there, so that's nice. Coming back up here, this is soft touch material, and it goes around. This is soft touch as well. This is hard plastic here, and this is hard plastic that comes around as well. Now, coming up here, this is a type of vanity mirror that I hadn't seen before. To turn, instead of the lights being on each side of the mirror here, they've got a light up here. So you push that to see. So that's different, and maybe it's more common than I'm aware of. And it's on the passenger side as well. Okay, regarding the glove compartment, it is damped. It's enough room for whatever you need to put in there. The owner has the books on the car and some other things in there, and it fits perfectly. So let's sit in the back, and let's see. Oh, before I do that, one thing I noticed, there's a handle there on the passenger side that's not actually on the driver's side, so that's interesting. And it looks sharp. It's very, very nicely done. Same piano black on the armrest combined with the rubber and the plastic. But yeah, that's not on this side over here. But I'm going to sit behind myself to see how I fit. I'm 5'10". Oh, before I do that, let's discuss how much room I have above my head. So I'm going to let's see, I'm going to turn this camera around. Okay, so, and it's enough room. It's enough room. Again, I'm 5'10", no problems at all. If you're 6 foot, you should be fine. So let's get in the back and let's see how that sits. Okay, and there is enough room. As you can see, my knees, they do not touch the seat in front of me. You know, as far as not feeling claustrophobic, I may ask the driver to lean his seat up just a little bit, but it doesn't touch my knees at all. And I can put my feet and stretch them a little bit, and it's just fine. In the back here, there is vents for the backseat passenger. There's also a 12 volt and a USB port that's there. And I have to say, I believe 3 people can fit back here just fine without any problems. I think, yeah, I believe it's enough room for 3 people. Let's see about the headroom in the back here. It's I'm 5'10" again, and I have enough room. If you're much taller than that, sitting back here, that your head may rub against the ceiling, I believe. But I fit just fine. And let's sit in the middle. Now, I still have enough room, but if you're taller than I am, I think that may be an issue. Also, there's like a hump in the middle, and I can really tell that it's on my back, and that feels a little uncomfortable. So I don't like that. So if you're going to be sitting back here with more than 2 people, put somebody you don't like in the middle. And again, on this side, it's the same thing. Same as it sits just fine. And on the door, just a comment. It's the same piano black here, which looks very nice, and a padded armrest and somewhat padded door frame. except when you go down here lower, it's hard plastic. And speaking of the back, it does have a little net for some doodads here on this side and this side as well. So it's got that. Okay, so I'm going to go over the back cargo area here. On the gate, all you have to do, as long as your key fob is on you, under here you just squeeze and then it will open. It's got the hydraulic here on both sides, which is awesome. And to close it, you just push this button here. So you push it once, just make sure you're out of the way. Now, I'm going to take these items out so you can see how much room it is, but it's about 30 cubic feet back here. And then with the seats down and the back is about 60 cubic feet. So lots of room. So I'm going to remove these items and I'm going to come back. So as you can see, lots of room without all those items back here. And to let the seats down, you have to do them from the other side. You cannot push a button and let the seats back or let the seats down from here. So I'm going to try to let this side over here down, and let's take a look. Okay, I'm going to point this out. To let the seat down, because it took me a minute. I'm looking up on the side here to see if you do it that way, but actually it's a lever on the side of the seat down here. So you pull that up and the seat will go down. Also, I'm gonna see if I can do this at the same time. But if this seat will recline just a little bit. So same concept. You pull this, and I'm using my elbow here, and I'll show you. So it leans back just a little bit. So that's nice. So let's go ahead and let it down. The front seat may be in the way. Yeah. Let's move that up. Yeah. So with both of them, with both seats down, that'll be 60 cubic feet. Lots of room. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. And speaking of the back area here, this vehicle does have a spare tire, which is underneath here, which is awesome. Because a lot of vehicles anymore you get, it doesn't have a spare tire. It just has they give you some fix-it-flat type of solution to get by. So yeah. So your jack is down here in your spare tire. So very nice. And it looks like there's a little cubby hole over on both sides to put something in. I don't know what you would put in there, but it's there. I forgot to mention that this does have an armrest for the rear seat passengers. And what you do is just pull this little tab, this right here, and pull it down, and you've got your two cup holders, and you've got a very well padded armrest. And one thing I forgot to mention, that the size of these tires, there are Michelin's, and there are 245/45 size 19. So 245/45 R19 is the size of the tires. It has disc brakes on all four wheels, which is nice.
Kia is a South Korean automobile manufacturer. Kia declared bankruptcy in 1997, and Hyundai Motor Company acquired 51% of Kia. Now this 2022 Kia Sportage is the 5th generation Sportage. The first generation is from 1993 through 2005, the second generation 2005 through 2010, the third generation 2010 through 2015, the 4th generation 2015 through 2021, and the 5th generation, of course, is 2022. This compact SUV is rated well with Consumer Reports and is a recommended SUV scoring 81 out of 89. The predicted reliability score is 5 out of 5. US News gives the Sportage an 8.4 out of 10, with the reliability score being 88 out of 100. The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration reports 0 recalls for the 2022 Sportage. The 2021 model has 1 recall. Engine compartment fire as of March of 2021. The electrical circuit in the hydraulic electronic control unit may short circuit, which can cause a fire in the engine compartment. Crash test. The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration reports the following. Overall front, 4 out of 5. Front passenger side, 5 out of 5. Front side driver, 4 out of 5. CarComplaints.com shows the following problem years for the Kia Sportage. 2012, engine problems, which is the worst model year. 2013, engine problems. 2017, engine and transmission problems. The ride. The Sportage SX drove well. I didn't notice any wind noise as I drove it on regular roads or the highway. The ride was pleasant, not too firm, and not cushy either. When in sport mode, the Sportage has good pickup. 0 to 60. The all-wheel drive Sportage SX can go from 0 to 60 in about 7.4 seconds, according to 0 to 60times.com. Paddle shifters. The paddle shifters worked well, but I found it difficult to shift from second to third if I was driving where the wheel was at an angle. Fuel economy. Fuel economy is where the Sportage runs short. It gets 19 in the city and 24 on the highway and 21 miles per gallon combined. Well, that concludes my review of the 2022 all-wheel drive Kia Sportage SX 4-cylinder turbo. Know that on vehicle recalls, you take the vehicle to the dealership to be repaired for free. Remember to do your research prior to the purchase of any vehicle. Which auto will you choose on your next purchase? Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe. You all take care.